Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Minecraft from the JFS server. It's been a while, like it always has. I think this time I was back in August last year. So much has happened since August last year, not on this server though. Not for me. A little bit, not a lot. I'm gonna show it off. So, like many others, I haven't really been that motivated. But maybe I thought I found something when I was looking around here. Oh, where did I put it? I think maybe I put it in my. I think I put it in my ender chest. So I was looking deep down in my ender chest, looking at my pretty little things in the glorious chest of chests, and I might have found some motivation. It's just a maybe. You never know. No promises, but I might have found some motivation. I took a trip back to Season 3. JFS Season 3. Let's do that just for a moment. That's not Season 3 at all. I'm not going into this one. La 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 la. There we go. That's Season 3. So I went into Season 3. Wow. Yeah, doesn't load that well. Which is probably because it's a very big size file and it's not on the server. So, oh man, so many memories. I went everywhere. And really, I love this part. I love a lot of part of this server, and going around here, it kind of gave me some motivation. And let's go back. Saving the world. Thank you for saving the world. So yeah, like in the last long time, I haven't really been on the server. I even lost my spot as #1 on the server in most hours, and well, I don't really care. I actually like that, to be honest. You're welcome, killer. But yeah, like I went back. I've been on the server like every now and then, and like I couldn't find anything to be motivated about. I tried to just finish up some projects, finish up whatever I had. Can't remember, like, I think I'm pretty sure I built this whole path over to my city, which is a lot more finished now because I cut off more than half and started building other stuff. There's still work to be done, definitely. And if you've been on the server, this might not even be that new for you. It's kind of like the old projects were kind of like, I don't feel them. Maybe I'll return to them eventually, but I don't really feel them. And like, I didn't know what was going to happen. There's been talks about a reset. Why reset when you can revive Season 4? We even had Aces on the other day. Well, I was on, and Aces was on, and he looked around. I'm pretty sure everybody thought he was dead. Not really, but he could have been dead. But yeah. So I basically cut off the limit here to New Flux City. So it used to go all the way out there. There was nothing there. That big former iron farm was on it. I'm not sure. I think maybe it will be built into the Go-Go Golem Hotel at one point. I can't remember how much of this I've built. There's still lacking interior. But that's got like 2 houses on each side. We got some bushes, and I exchanged a lot of the stonework with well, green concrete, but grass. So looks a lot different. So we got a bit of a modern house-ish session. This part is I haven't really done anything to. Pretty sure pretty sure that I showed off my Ferris wheel. Probably the last episode. Maybe. Who knows? So yeah, here I've just been growing trees when I was working on it. It's not quite done. I'm not gonna promise anything. I could leave it as this and say it's done-ish. So it depends on the motivation. This building definitely needs to work still. This is supposed to be like a hotel. Doesn't look that great to be like. Definitely needs work. I think I put more like greenery stuff around these parts as well, just to live in it, put some life into it. I'm definitely adding like the green colors here. Adding buildings also kind of helped it out. There's like 3 small buildings here. The last one right back here leads to the scaly spawner down here. Back here. Hello? You're my cat, okay. Back here we got a storage room. Should I get storage with barrels? These are probably not supposed to be here. Redstone. Might have been from a caving session. I don't know why I didn't have more, but I put my Bones of the Wild up here. There's only 4 of them. Because I never really hunted for them. So I never really took them because I didn't know what it was back when I found a lot of them. But yeah, basic, some storage, some viewing stuff. I think this building kind of still needs some work as well if you go around it. But it's decent enough. I can accept if this is the last thing I ever do with this. I feel like it could have been great. I love this part over here. I love the idea of, let's go out here. Like the whole idea from the beginning was having like this came into like the lifted city next to the ocean. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Parts I like, parts I don't like. Still want to eventually build something here. Some kind of like Statue of Liberty thingy. Not a Statue of Liberty, but some kind of statue symbolizing the city eventually. This over here is Farm Town where RV Bagel has worked a lot. So yeah, I think eventually I want to connect this. Maybe. Let's see what happens. My plan was always like to connect it either to that island, if it's okay, or I would connect it here and have it go all the way like a road to Farm Town, because I kind of want to have things connected. That's one of the things I really wanted for this season, but we'll see how it works. Let's see if this season continues. I don't know. I don't really see much of a reason for a reset, but there's some people really wanting it. It wouldn't be before 1.16, which could be pretty damn far away, to be honest. At the same time, if I know we're gonna reset, I don't really want to do anything on here, because then it will just be lost, especially like the project I started working on. We're just gonna take a quick trip out to Project Ice Cream Sandwich. Have I shown off my nether tunnel? This is one part. This is another part. I'll show you the last part. This is the last part. Probably have shut it off. I think I have. And again, it's so hard because it's so long ago. This is another project, like, I felt like I'm gonna die for some reason. I haven't been pranked, right? I felt like I had some... Didn't really have an idea, but I had an idea. Probably a headache. about how this was gonna look. Eventually, I could go back to it if I really want to, but right now I don't know what else to do. Therefore, I'm gonna it's gonna be like another one. I'm gonna call it a finished project for now. We got a pigsty. There's a cow. There's chickens and there's sheep. I think there's. There used to be animals out here. Oh, it's rabbits. Not a lot of rabbits. Where's all the rabbits? Chickens and cows. So yeah. And there's these platforms that were supposed to be like farms. And that's basically how it ended. Not satisfying for me, but that's how it's gonna be. Again, this is one of the ones that I kind of I went back and worked on it when I didn't really know what to do. Some parts I like. I don't. If I'm gonna do anything else to this, I'm gonna change these parts at least. My plan was like having like a dome way up in the air, but yeah, I don't really know. I don't have a feeling that I will be going back to any of these projects. But yeah, we'll see as time goes on. So let's head back to something I've been working on recently, actually over the last week. Before that, I hadn't done anything for a long time. I logged on for an hour or something, ran around, see if there's anything new. There wasn't too many things usually, to be honest. I don't know, I don't know how I feel about a reset. I guess I could go with it, but I don't necessarily feel it's necessary, especially since what I've seen of 1.16 so far, it's not really that interesting, and we could achieve like getting that with, for instance, moving spawn. A lot of things are incomplete, but if people would actually put in the work, I was talking to a few guys about this. If like season 3, the areas seemed to work so well, but it didn't come by organizing. A lot of it came organically, and then came by us doing like, hey, let's spruce up Shoptown, let's spruce up Spawn, let's spruce up JSN. That's how things came together. I know there's a lot of things that people are not really happy about, and there's a lot of things that are incomplete, but I think it comes down to a lot of, especially a lot of the community guys haven't really been doing a lot, and they haven't really been doing a lot together. Like, but then there's guys like Shoston and RV, Abel, Jodha, who has been doing a lot on their own as well. So they have a lot of some very cool areas. This project didn't work out, and one of the biggest reasons that project didn't work out was because it was too big of a project. Had you done it over like a few laps, or whatever you want to call it, it might have worked out. Have you started like, oh, let's do Greek theme, then people would come together most likely and do something there if they wanted to. Oh, 3 months later, 2 months later, let's do Halloween Town. Well, people will come together to do that. And I think like a lot of like seasonal events like that would be interesting to do. Another thing, like for, by the way, the reason this looks like that is because I don't have a plan for it. I'm not sure I'm gonna build this tunnel, but I was starting to dig out like the area, so it makes it easier to build a tunnel here for March World. Another idea I had was like doing like I was thinking back to we had JSano Olympics on season 3, and instead of like doing a one-time event, also we would have to build a lot of stuff to actually make it work. Doing like it's called Concurrent events, where it happens like weekly, where you would have like 4 teams of 4 JFSers, where you would do some kind of competition each week, where you would need most usually like 2 people per team. It wouldn't necessarily be where like you would have all 4 teams competing at once, but like let's say maybe in one week you have like ABBA caving, the next week you have some PvP event, the next week you have something boat race, whatever, but other things. And I think that could be a interesting idea, but it might be an idea for next season if this season doesn't last, because I think like it's not like it's kind of gonna force some playing together, which I think helps, and that might give some motivation. Also, like to build new stuff we could do, like build a new JSano card or J card or whatever you want to call it. I think that could be very interesting. That could work, and not having to force everybody to play at once. Yeah, I think that could work, because then you only need a few guys to be ready for it. Why is this sign here? I'm gonna remove this sign. Yeah, when you look at JSano, definitely there's stuff that has been built. Got the Mortis Castle, interesting to say the least. Got, I think, a Nexer small game. Nexer and Muck was working on something over there. There's been some stuff done here. The Abbott game was made, yeah. Let's go sleep in our cactus. So one of the things, like I quickly showed, I was on when I was on season 3, just when I started the video. One of the things I really liked was like what we call the strip, like the game show area, like for and place for like hotels and stuff like that. Few things stood out that shouldn't have been there. Honestly, we got like these 4 game shows. I think that's gonna be torn down, apparently, for some reason. This is not the greatest looking area. I was thinking of things that could be done here, but kind of wanted like something a little bit similar, but not at the same time. So I started building something that might never be used, who knows. If the season continues, I will be bringing back some old favorites, at least. Because I had like the idea of like, I didn't really want to do this. I didn't want to do this. Ding Chong Flux is back. Oh, sorry, I was away for just a second. I don't know what happened. Oh, strange. But one of the things that we all liked was a lot of the game shows, and it all started, I think, when I made Jeopardy on the old server. And I was like, I don't want to remake stuff. Some people were kind of expecting like, I would remake that, I would do the JFS bidding and whatever. I was like, I don't want to do the same things again. Then again, I'm thinking whether it be here, season 4, season 5. Let's just do it. Obviously, like with a different spin, with maybe a different name, maybe a different look. Definitely a different look, I would say. So yeah, but basically, I started working on an area that could be expanded. Still a lot work in progress, and a lot of like decoration is gonna help. So, oh hey, those guys. So yeah, sure, still needs work, but decided I'm gonna do like the little spring area here. Gonna have a bridge going over there. Gonna have a bridge going over here. And by the way, this is Fred. Jodha doesn't remember. He tossed one egg here. He made Fred. I called him Fred. Talked about Fred. I said Fred was grown up. He was streaming. It was Fred. I don't know Fred. Fred had a child. Well, he had an egg. One egg. And hold on. I know you want the spotlight. So this is son of Fred. Also Fred Fredson Jr. So yeah, still a lot of work to be done. A lot of stuff where I'm like doing all like trees and flowerish stuff is not my expertise, and I'll gladly take help. Doing stuff here, making it beautiful. Obviously, it will be like when buildings start coming up and stuff like that, it will look better. So I made these two areas. There's a bit of room for expansion in both of them. And also a lot of room here, some rooms to the side. So there's a lot of potential to be made, to make something. And also, if we do it, it will make it closer to connect to Shoptown, which is still a bit away over that way. So it'd be part of the Connect the World project. But then again, does it happen? Does it not happen? I'm gonna do this as long as I feel like it. People are free to build. People are free to expand. To spruce things up a bit if they want. Like, it's not necessarily just a me project. It could be anybody. So if anybody wants to do something, if anybody wants to get started on a game show, or it doesn't necessarily have to be a game show, but like casino buildings and stuff like that, you know the drill. Yeah. Like I still say like games like mini games, probably in those parts. But yeah, if anybody wants to help out, if anybody wants to do something, just go ahead and do it. You don't need my acceptance or anything. I just started on it, and I'm working on it, so hopefully it will be fun, good. Hopefully it will last, because, yeah, I don't know. I would love to do more stuff, but we'll see how it goes. So, is this Season 4 Reborn? Or is this just Season 4 JFS is probably dead? To Season 5, which will probably also be dead. Have I found my motivation? Have I dropped it again? Do I have an acacia sign in my hand? Not anymore. Who knows? So yeah, sure. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Do I make more episodes? We'll see what happens. Anyways, yep. Feel free to hang out and stuff, comment, do stuff on the JFS, do whatever you want. Want to join JFS? There's a video somewhere about that on my channel. If you're not from the JFS. And yeah, want to see me stream some games? you're subscribed to this channel, you probably already know that I upload VODs, so you probably know I'm streaming at twitch.tv/DennisFlux sometimes when I feel like it. And all that jazz. So yeah, that's it. I don't know what the future holds. Nobody knows. So we'll see what happens. So maybe I'll see you there. Maybe not. But bye.